Okay, so with this little quick weave tutorial, do as I say, not as I do. Mistakes were made. But firstly, you want to start off how I have here on freshly clean, washed, blow-dried hair. Here I sectioned my leave out, so as you can see I'm doing a side part and I have the little sides out that are going to be outside of the quick weave, blended in and everything. So this is mistake number 1. You see the approximate length and thickness of my hair. So I did this braid in the back and I did a little low ponytail and braided it, and you saw what I did. Don't do that. If you don't have a lot of hair, do that. But if your hair is the similar length and thickness of mine, do not do this. Just don't do it. What ended up happening was there was a giant lump in the back of my head, the size of a golf ball. So it was not flat at all. I ended up having to redo this entire process because the lump was so big. And I could have got away with it if I had curly weave, but this was straight hair, so it was just simply not going to work. But here I am now marking where my hair is apart from the leave out, because this is part you're eventually going to cut off so that you can blend your hair in with the weave. So I'm using just like a silver Sharpie, whatever you have, a chalk, whatever you have, just outline it so you can see where you're going to put your hair protectant. This little bottle here, you're going to use this entire bottle to protect your hair from the glue, because you do not want to have to get that glue out of your hair. It can come out, but it's just like, why do that when you just don't have to? This stuff comes off with just warm water and makes the removal process 1,000 times easier. And mind you, this was my first quick weave, so this is a learning process for us all. But yes, you see I am getting that, just applying it. You want to dry it in between each layer. You want to make sure it's fully dry before you start applying your next coat. And you're just going to repeat this process over and over and over again. It's going to get hot. It's going to, But it's worth it to protect your hair. My child's harassing me, trying to breastfeed. Got him out the way. So this is by far the longest process of the entire hairstyle. So once you finish this part, you're pretty much over the hill. I think here you'll get a really good close-up of that lump. Yeah, that giant lump. I didn't even notice it. My mom pointed it out to me. She was like, Leah, you have a giant lump in the back of your head. And I had literally started gluing the tracks on everything, not realizing that this lump was as prominent as it was. Look at that, y'all. It's ridiculous. That was sticking out of the back of my head, and I'm putting tracks across it. It looks horrible. My mom ended up having to braid me down properly, and I had to redo this entire process all over again. She helped me though, so it didn't take me as long, but I still pretty much did it myself, gluing the tracks on everything, but she helped me out just to help expedite things. I was doing this quick weave because I was going to Atlanta just on a little weekend getaway, and I just wanted to be cute and have something new and fresh. And I've been trying to just start doing my own hair lately. this is like a real accomplishment for me. I do not know how to do my hair. I have a lot of hair. It's thick. It's hard to do. So I've always taken the lazy route. But doing that, you know, you're not as experimental with just trying different things. This is a very tedious process. But yeah, it's just, you know, all I do is, you know, silk presses, you know, sew-ins, braids. Like, you know, I want to switch it up. Like, I don't want to have to sit down and do no whole sew-in. You got to keep that in for however long. A quick weave, you know, you have the hairstyle for the amount of time that you actually want to have it, which is literally like maybe a month if you do it right. I had this in for a month, but that's because I was just lazy. And like I said, it's really hard doing my hair. So I kept this in until I needed my hair done again. Yes, I used synthetic hair because it's my first time. And I just didn't feel like going through my weave and stuff. Like, you know, when you reusing weave, you gotta wash it, blow dry it, so all that good stuff. I just went in the store, got me some pack hair real quick, put it in. This is the finished look. This is when I got to ATL, looking fabulous. Thank you, and in my TED Talk.